In our news tonight, Akwa Ibom State Police Command arrests suspected armed robbers in Ikot and surrounding local government areas. Baby Joanna Rose Samuel goes to church for infant baptism. Plus, Nigerian students in Uyo lament challenges faced in assessing accommodation after securing admission. Hello and welcome to NTA News at this hour. My name is Okun. Thanks for joining us. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103, as well as our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. And now to the news this evening. We'll begin by telling you that the Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemerton, has assured the public that the tax reform bills will not only strengthen betting and lottery activities, but will also expand the state's economic base beyond civil service dependence. Assembly correspondent Sika Okon reports that the Speaker was represented at the public hearing on the tax reform bills by the Deputy Speaker, Kufrewase Edidem.
Morton says the aim of public hearing is to gather inputs from stakeholders and citizens in line with democratic principles and explain that the bills will improve accountability in revenue administration as well as regulate betting and lottery activities effectively in the state. The chairman, House Committee on Finance and Appropriation, and member representing Oran State Constituency, Itoretum, says input from stakeholders will help lawmakers make quality legislation capable of standing the test of time.
This is intended to further strengthen economic growth, encourage transparency, discipline, stability, as well as reduce the burden of multiple taxation on our people.
The significance of this bill when passed into law is that in concept they will impact positively in the running of public state public as they will promote effectiveness and efficiency in the revenue generation machinery.
Commissioner for Finance, Emembo, and that of Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Sika Nkang, and the chairman of Akwa Ibom State Internal Revenue, Okon, and some stakeholders spoke on the bills.
We are trying to put this forward to the honorable members so that we can physically do that. Because the role of the Minister of Finance has to be properly aligned in the new law and properly integrated.
The base of the experience, you harmonize every position and put them in perspective to such a level when these jobs are put out for use. Other people will be happy.
We all get to say, let's harmonize and reduce the number of taxes so that taxpayers, businesses, individuals can pay, especially the low-income people.
We have over 6 unions in the transport section that collect dues. This law will not come and kill unions in Akwa Ibom. And set this one down.
Any tax or taxes imposed on real property owners and landlords will be transferred to the State.
Despite divergent views, the House Committee on Finance and Appropriation has assured participants that all submissions would be carefully reviewed before passed into law. Sika Okon, NTA News.
Thank you, Sikak, for that report. Away from that now to security. In its sustained fight against violent crime, Akwa Ibom State Police Command, under the proactive and results-driven leadership of the Commissioner of Police, Baba Muhammad Azari, has recorded a major operational success with dismantling of notorious armed robbery syndicates operating in Ikot and surrounding local government areas. In a statement by the Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Tim Van John, indicates on Saturday, 8th February 2026, at about 8:30 in the evening, operatives of the command carried out a swift intelligence-led operation that led to the raid of the gang's hideout at Ikoroku village in Ikot local government area. During the operation, Elijah Jackman, male aged 48, was arrested. A search of the suspects resulted in the recovery of 4 expanded cartridges in 2 special protection unit police badges, strongly indicating criminal impersonation and an attempt to to disguise as law enforcement personnel to perpetrate violent crimes. The statement further notes that more investigation led to the arrest of another gang leader, Sikak Udo, male aged 32, of the same address, identified as the custodian of the firearm used by the syndicate. Items recovered include 1 single-barrel gun, 8 expanded cartridges, 3 small containers containing gunpowder, other materials used for the illegal reloading of cartridges. The command views the illegal possession of police badges and locally reloaded ammunition as a serious threat to public safety, highlighting the syndicate's intent to deceive, intimidate, and unleash violence within the community. According to the statement, both suspects are currently in police custody, while intensive investigations are ongoing to dismantle the entire criminal network, trace the source of the firearm and ammunition, and apprehend other fleeing members of the gang. Reacting to the developments, the Commissioner of Police, CP Baba Mohammed Azari, reassured residents that the Akwa Ibom State will not be a safe haven for criminals, warning that aggressive, intelligence-driven operations and targeted raids will continue across the state. The command urges members of the public to remain vigilant and continue to support the police with timely and credible information, as security remains a shared responsibility. We'll take a break. The news continues after this time out. Please stay.
The solution to your building and construction works is Regan Stones, dealer in chippings, hardcore, iron rods, cement, sharp sand, and blocks of all kinds. At Regan Stones, integrity is our watchword. We are equipped to deliver to you regardless of the quantity you desire. We scale every product with our weighing bridge, so you can be rest assured of the exact quantity of products you buy from us. Our dedicated and committed staff, coupled with efficient automated vibrating machine, guarantee our unfailing delivery always. We have top-notch customer care services to attend to you in minutes. Locate us at Regan Stones, Goswell Akpabio Crescent, Shelter Upgrade, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Our office line 0916-641-1972. Regan Stones, reliable and trusted. Regan Stones, quality beyond imagination.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments, cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes, exquisite spa, standard laundry and car wash, free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life, all at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hills Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, the Housing Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806-840-1220 or 0701-661-7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Welcome back, and now to the rest of the news. Health this time. Rubella, also known as German measles or 3-day measles, is a contagious viral infection caused by the rubella virus, characterized by a mild fever and a distinctive red rash. To avert the spread of rubella, medical professionals are encouraging parents to ensure their children receive all recommended vaccines, while prospective mothers are advised to confirm their vaccination status. Joy Ubani reports.
A mild self-limiting illness in children and adults, rubella poses a severe risk to pregnant individuals, causing miscarriages or serious birth defect known as congenital rubella syndrome, with devastating consequences, especially for pregnant women and unborn babies. Health experts warn that rubella poses a serious threat when contracted during pregnancy, particularly in the early stages. This severe birth effect can lead to heart abnormalities, hearing loss, vision impairment, and developmental delays in affected babies. Women planning pregnancy are also encouraged to visit health facilities to check their vaccination status.
They will carry and go to hospital. You tell me what I want to do. If I have money, I will give you.
I want to advise all pregnant women to take their antenatal clinic very seriously. They should take their vaccine, tetanus toxoid, meet a doctor and not just stay in the house. They should avoid herbs and other unprescribed medication, over-the-counter medication.
Medical Director, UETH, Dr. Emema Basibasi, is advising parents to ensure children get complete routine immunization schedules.
Rubella is actually German measles. It's a bit milder, than the normal measles. Rubella is caused by a virus. But if it affects a pregnant woman, it can actually have devastating consequences.
He emphasized that vaccination remains the most effective way to prevent rubella and stop its spread within communities.
It's a mild disease in children, but because of its effect in pregnancy, it's a matter of serious public health concern. And because of that, you have the rubella vaccine. The rubella vaccine is actually available, and it's usually given in combination, what is called MMR, mumps, measles, rubella. So the public needs to be aware that this vaccine, is available in virtually every health center, every government health center, every general hospital, and even in the teaching hospital.
Health professionals further stress that increased public awareness and improved vaccination coverage will help prevent rubella and protect future generations from avoidable birth defects. In Uyo, Joy Ubani, NTA News.
The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, NOA, Malam Laura Isanelu, has described data privacy as a core national value essential to human dignity, trust, and responsible citizenship as key stakeholders gathered for the second Data Privacy Summit 2026 to discuss privacy in the era of emerging technologies. The summit was organized by the National Data Protection Commission, NDPC. Isanolu said data protection goes beyond technical and regulatory concerns, aligning with NOA's mandate of shaping mindsets and strengthening moral and civic values was captured in the National Values Charter. The head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Esther Wilson-Jack, who also delivered a goodwill message at the event, stressed that emerging technologies are rapidly transforming governance and service delivery, making data protection fundamental to ethical governance, accountability, and sustainable innovation. From security perspective, the Director, Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center, Commissioner of Police Uche Ifeanyi Henry, who described data as a new product driving modern institutions in national security, warned that cybercrime and data breaches now pose serious threats globally and in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, represented by its head of ICT, Mr. Laura Yusuf, conveyed goodwill messages on behalf of the Director General and Chief Executive Officer, assured Nigerians of the safety of their data, disclosing that over 128 million citizens have been captured under the National Identification Number System, and reaffirmed NIMC's commitment to a secure and inclusive digital management identity. We'll take another commercial. The news continues after this time out. Please stay.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinale Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinale Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadison Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinale Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinale Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24 hours power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badge Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
Welcome back. Glad to know you're still there. Accommodation like food and clothing is a fundamental human need critical to the well-being of people, including students of higher institution of learning. To many students, securing accommodation immediately after gaining admission is always a major challenge that puts many newly admitted into disarray. Charity James highlights the challenges faced by students in accessing accommodation after securing admission and the way forward.
There is no doubt to the fact that the increasing population of students in Nigeria higher institutions has continued to increase on a yearly basis. This causes accommodation to become a major concern for students in tertiary institutions in Akwa Ibom State and Nigeria at large, especially the freshers. After securing admission, the next critical step most students take is to secure accommodation, as it forms the foundation upon which a student's academic, social, and personal life is built. But this is always a challenge to them, as most tertiary institutions can house small fraction of their students on campus.
The government can produce a good hostel, a good space for the student and every other person, to understand, that come to Abroye here in the Tosca Republic. It will be very good, especially for new students. This is very rough. But if the government can create a space that can accommodate everybody, you understand, both the new and old, it will be okay for us.
I don't know if there is a way to just make accommodation around the school environment for the students.
The student will have to roam about, find where to squat, and I don't know whether the school will also notice that, but they will just keep mute until the student will just find a way or the one place to stay. So we end up finding out that the accommodations for those schools are not adequate for the numbers of students that are given the admission.
Appealing for the government to give us a accommodation grants so that we can be able to stay in a hostel, or we can be able to rent an apartment somewhere else to stay, even though it's not in the school but outside the school, because accommodation is a challenge to Nigerian students.
This shortage has driven up costs of rents, making it difficult for students to afford decent housing.
Some people self-condemn, they're paying about 250,000. So I think government should really look into it, because especially places close to school, the rents are very high that students can't even afford it.
The aspect of this apartment is really bad for us, because some of the landlord, take us all this something of their own, they're taking us like they used to have money to rent higher apartments, so that's why they're taking the rents so high, so that we can't afford it. We're just doing our best. We just ask the government to just try their best.
Thank you, Charity James, for that report. Parents have been admonished to leave a lasting legacy that will stand the test of time for their generations. Innocent Ekom said this during the infant baptism of baby Joanna Rose Samuel of the Presbyterian Church of Nigeria, Silas Udo Street. Fureto reports.
The atmosphere was filled with praises and thanksgiving as baby Joanna Rose Samuel was dedicated and baptized to the glory of God and was witnessed by family members and other well-wishers. The officiating minister, Reverend Innocent Ekem, who spoke on the theme Abundant Grace, emphasized that the ability to leave a good legacy is what makes a good man, and therefore admonished parents to be focused, prayerful, and hardworking in order to leave lasting legacies for their generations.
Whatever God has given you is an advancement of God's kingdom, edification of God's kingdom, the revival of the kingdom of God, the church of God. So whatever you can do in any area you found yourself is for a purpose.
Parents of the newborn baby, Mr. and Mrs. Samuel Mba, expressed gratitude to God for his blessings upon their family while appreciating everyone who came out to celebrate with them.
I'm so excited. I have every reason to be happy today because God has really been so kind and faithful to me particularly. And that grace that He has given me to come this far is inexhaustible.
I was worried on how I was going to plan a burial with pregnancy and go to the village. I was worried on who was going to do all the stuff my mom used to do for me during pregnancy and delivery. Then came the legacy prophecies and the scary dreams. But in all things, God was faithful and saw us through, and we are here today to say thank you to Him.
Guests at the event congratulated the parents of the baby and prayed for God's protection and preservation upon the newborn.
Today we are standing and we are celebrating the birth of the child. I want to bless God for the baby and ask God to continue to bless her.
God has blessed Sammy with a baby girl, and it is good to come and tell God thank you, because the more you appreciate God, the more God does for you.
If the foundation is faulty, what can a righteous do? So what they have done today is to bring the child to God, to give that child a foundation which is in Christ. High point of the service was the baptism of baby Joanna Rose and prayers for her and the family. In Uyo, Ufo Etuk, NTA News.
Thank you for that report, and with that we've come to the end of our bulletin tonight. Up next is the news in translation with Abasenya Ekpeyon. Good evening.
Ekamu fo to me segem ko eba ko me keste temi emo moni no ken ko kai kare bene. Eben sege yin Joanna Rose Samuel eka fo basi ayi rokmo. Ni to fong wet ke idadingen ese metutu ke banga nsongo ra ko fo ke maikpe akoko fong wedema. Kai bo mi komi sikame yim kibibion kire baseya Ekpeyon ye ko memboxini mbubeyo. Kebang fandutum eko to tax law ame kamare wuruka idadingen ete Bola Tinubu abenedi mono wokuyo etang sonsiko. Kebanga nutumami mbona meriyongo kemme nta yemme woisowo eniroyen ku fandutumami ayabenu furo yenkot argod yebyenyen yayko mbom.
Sana fion ide mitioket ke fion juni so 2025 ekudonto ka fandu tumo furidin yin akena na dai guru karidin yin Tinubu agismu bokkan wet ka ba ufandu tumo bo taxi nang ado di panden bombo ka fangu bo tax idin yin ufandu tum taxami etangami akatonga ka ba sana fion ka fion January iswa isena kene ndien mburo wasirongo kuyo eno mention se kikere ka ba no tum taxami bun sinanga tumbo be etabo kan ni mo ni shey ba ufan tum taxe me ku son do moket ini bun fen etanga iko ba son po eno ayem au karanam yang po amela nam bono ata fan tum bombo ufan wente fio Dr. Paul Orebi atanga bo ka bana enam yang bunu ini entotong ifyo bangan nutum tak semi na ba ukaranyo okrebu mena kok tak semi enang nan pori den ufan isok bunu nutum tak se tangame na ambrota adu dinan ya ukbe tax adu kan men namusong anam bunu adu pandan nutum kokrudun ayo abimo bunu membio ukbe tax na agasiba ke musaneden Wisdom Jacob Kombok NTA.
Ebo monien to yin yak edu wem amedi do nti wompo. Ino ni tomo kemana. Yakuwa basi innocent kimeke tanga mira eke kwara kiko kedere kom ye urok mbong eke benen sege yin John Aro Samuel eke koma basi ke ufoka basi Presbyterian mikuyo ya ikombom.
Agiro mpo ine meset kini manufok ufan yemisena wo eke wonga kedi akwarodam ke adinam aneke benen seven John Aro Samuel eke yareba basi enye tangentap ero yemmong materi bonga basi abi repe ngem mono na wonga ri akwarodam eri dara yufok ete Samuel ba ke banga wang foromo ke sru forami ado akwari ko ete Reverend Innocent eken kini aketangi ko kiweri ko wang fon ama meke songo abo yakno munyen dito edu uwena me fonno ngoro sokabo mo yakno kaiso esem dito mo kekam esli de meseni fak enam men kwa meri beno bon isawa basi ndem dito mo ndem ebi reiti wan kwa kebanga ni parisa mo ado unye Joanna Rose ete Samuel ye wana mo kineke tangi ko ma ko basi taiti kebanga eridium amerium no ufawo mo Ndres re kom mono yuhune ke wonga ke ri ko wodum eri dara yemmo ni sene wonko e ma kom ufok ete Samuel yensega yem amebasi amorommo esre bonga kamukmeme e na esru foro mebo ya basi su kaka kaiso amommo yensega yeme mi akama ado kirka pan po meke na makeroni akedo aridiok nsega yem Joanna Rose mmong enye bon akamukmeme yentimpo e na esru foro mi ni ku fa utementi e ko bem so sanga ke mkwango tamite tembongen kibibio atriro mbubie yomi min kire basenya ekpeyon asiere